I think that the last person Russia wants to see in office is Donald Trump, because nobody's been tougher on Russia than I have ever.
Not true, says Donald Trump's own intelligence. The nation's top counterintelligence official sounding the alarm that Russia is at it again, trying to meddle in the presidential race to help Trump. The new intelligence assessment says Russia is working to prop up President Trump's re-election by using a range of measures to primarily denigrate former Vice President Biden. At the same time, U.S. officials believe China views Trump as unpredictable and would prefer to see the president defeated. The officials say Beijing is looking to gain influence in American politics, but is weighing whether to take more aggressive action in the 2020 campaign. The assessment also found Iran seeks to undermine U.S. democratic institutions, President Trump, and to divide the country ahead of November. Trump, who has routinely rejected the idea the Kremlin favored him in 2016, downplayed the Russian threat, though he seemed to agree with the intelligence indicating China doesn't want him re-elected.
They would own our country. If Joe Biden was president, China would own our country.
Democratic lawmakers think it's wrong to equate the three countries, saying their influence campaigns are very different and they do not pose the same danger. When it comes to Russia, intelligence officials assess it's actively trying to get Trump re-elected. On the other hand, they say it's unclear just how much Beijing is doing to make sure its preferred candidate wins the White House. Sensing an opening, Trump used the intelligence to make his latest play to rail against mail-in voting.
The biggest risk that we have is mail-in ballots.
Election officials in many states are encouraging voting by mail because of the pandemic. But Trump has baselessly claimed mail-in ballots are an easy target for foreign election interference and will open the floodgates to fraud.
It's much easier for them to forge ballots and send them in. It's much easier for them to cheat with universal mail-in ballots. That's a big problem.
For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.